Hey guys, it's Tom coming at you with another episode of Inscryption. We finally cleared the thing a couple of times, but now there's story elements to pursue still, so we're going to get to that. While still trying to move on through. Alright, Warren gives rabbits. Seems okay. We're going to get poisonous though. That seems okay too. And we're just gonna improve the stink bug's power. We're gonna try it another time. Oh no, we forgot to hit the plus. We're not gonna try it another time. Alright, so we just immediately... Alright, so I guess the knife takes him down to 1. Well, that would have been good to save. But we lose our eye for that. Perhaps they'd like to replace the eye. Alright, so I guess we'll take the eye that sparkles. We have a magical find salvation in Cuckoo Clock. Ah, we can see more stuff. Yeah, Luke. Yes, it was. Yes, I went in and used the knife immediately, finding the stunted wolf. Take the film roll before he sees it. Now! We find a spare film roll. But yeah, so I was playing BioWater and I got to what I hoped was the end. There was this gauntlet, and then there was a boss at the end of the gauntlet, and then I tried to get back a couple more times and I didn't get back, and then I elected to try to have a decent time with the rest of my day instead. What? Oh, it's an item. Turn this, skip the next turn. Like, it's been so long since we've been able to get items that I didn't even realize he let you choose. I usually just ignore them over there. Because I don't think it has been quite bad. I am trapped. In the body of a stout. In the paper of a card. That is pretty bad. And I've of course set up a way to reset. Once more. Ellipsis. Go on. Our player friend here they already hold the key. I say if they stress out when they give you such accomplishment, why play it? Indeed. I really liked Silk Song. But you know, I feel like they just they made it harder than the amount of satisfaction that you get is gonna warrant. What does he have here? prongs. I think we still come in for 3 and win here, right? Well, we can just get the adder down and then certainly get it. Yeah, playing Total War on Legendary, the restrictions on the camera on the battlefield are honestly as bad to me as the fact that you can't just reload if you like click on the right side of a river or something. There's too many like small accidents that could just like derail the whole thing to like I don't want to like reload forever because I lose a battle, but you know, if I put my guys on the whole wrong side of a city and I don't recognize that I did that, you know, like why not just redo it? All right, what do I want here? Cheap and castable, probably. Alright, we'll just go here. And give that a taste of my food. We're just like, we're gonna feed this guy because, you know, he's new and he talks, so we wanna see what he's got going on. Are these the previous players of the game? Perhaps. The film roll. Is that correct? My plan nears its moment of truth. But you must defeat him first. Okay, so we need a win to proceed, I suppose, but yes, that spot, because he's gonna come in and then yeah, we'll hit him for 1 and that'll be alright. Everyone's a critic, right? At least the 3 pelt is like, you know, blocks 3 damage. Here will no, like all of this is bad. Okay, bullfrog, yeah. So this is going nice, yeah. You know, the stink bug, you know, likes getting juiced up, and the stoat, you know, feels nervous about it all. I think it's because it often gets played early, you know. The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill mist descended. A haunting, clanking sound permeated the fog. Gold, I can smell it. Now, of course, if you smell gold, that's probably not gold. So I see you found the stunted wolf. I have seen this play out enough times to know that a plan is in motion. Make haste. Boss time, eh? Meet again, indeed. And then that'll move in front, and that'll allow us to pop it with the poison, unraveling all of our rewards, which are you're almost defenseless indeed. And of course getting popped in the exchange. But here, and then we just come in over the top here for the win. No, this is just the first round. Ha! For the win. Alright, draw a card, right. We're just gonna cast some Smaug because the gold nugget is in the way. Squirrel here, throw a pelt down here. Squirrel here, come over the top for one more for the win. Yep. Nice little one power beat down. Finally getting a sense of the game's mechanics a little better. Alright, here obviously Manti God. Yeah, like he says there. Like the previous player who's in the found footage agrees with me. You always pick Mantis God. You always do. It's just too good. Alright, this round gets us a death card, so we're going to the right. And hoping to run into something like Vampire Grizzly, or of course Grizzly God, our beloved here. These Kingfisher sigils would go fine on something, and we'll likely get an opportunity to sack them down the road. The Roads. 2 health. Well, that's good news. So... maybe on the Mantis that would have been good to make it a 1-3 a little stickier, but... I'm much more interested in either buffing its power or putting its sigil onto something else. Clean. You know, sometimes their special abilities work against him, right? Vampire Grizzly! I named the good cards like magic cards to let me know who they are. Alright, so enhance its health. Well, here... I'm like, do we just put it on this one? We could just put it on Mantis God, though. And then figure we might get a power one later and then make it even better. And with 3 health, there's a lot of stuff that's no longer just going to automatically delete it. You know, there's a lot of 2 power nonsense that happens. So that'll help out in the long run, or the medium run, in a run. Alright, so here we're going to... what? is maybe... So they come in for 3 now. Now we're at -2. But its bird is in the front, so... Well, the pelt won't block, right? It could. Yeah, I think we just lose it. Because they coming across for 3 now. That takes us to -4. But then we stabilize here. At -4 again. Break the squirrel. Puppet and the kingfisher for the wolf. Come across the top for 2. Drop 2 there. Lucky draw, is it? Pops there, the kingfisher goes across the top, and now how do we stabilize here? We draw a mantis god, we draw a mantis god. Nope. We get bones. Well, that's okay then, though. We'll put him here. He comes across the top for 3. There, stabilizes and drops them down 1, and he can block flyers. But this is, of course, a river otter that won't swing at all. But that does mean we can go across the top. So if we get a mantis god... Because we're stabilized here now. Better than stabilized. No, we're exactly stabilized. And they can't get any higher up. So now all we gotta do is find... this, and that'll be all we need. That's as hair-raising... You're something about to put the ringworm at the campfire. Oh, I'll have to keep that in mind. I never choose it, right? Because it's always underwhelming. Boom. That was pretty wild compared to compared to a normal, regular fight, but, you know, we ended up pulling it out. You know... if we throw it on the Vampiric Grizzly, then we don't have the chance of getting that on another death card later. We could just... make it flying and underwater. And then if we get a death card with that, it'll have, like, all the things on it. Oh, look, he's got a little halo thing. That'll be good. It's like, are you sure? And I always want to say no. Alright, but they're all about to get bigger. Man, this is rough. Well, at least we got one more. Man. Not really a strong setup so far. Of course, there's old Packwolf, who unfortunately is better than these. I mean, maybe I'm being underloving to the items, and if I just used them more, it would be good. Do I bring two the same? I don't think so. Oh yes, 2 rabbit pelts. That's great. We'll get a little duplicate rabbit pelt. That's exactly what we need. Now it's got 2 HP. Good. The angler. This, it'll pull the squirrel up, and that'll pull that one back. So you can use it to be sort of like a defense. What? Alright, I didn't think that was gonna happen. Was the last one. I was like, I thought... Oh, because he did the ability, I played a card, but then he killed that card, so the ability was still up there. I just didn't realize it was still up there. Here we drop a Mantis God right here, because he'll kill this bait bucket first, and then the grizzly can pop the guy that comes out of it. Maybe. No. Okay. Well, that's not how I thought it was gonna go. Okay, I guess it worked out. Confusing. I thought the Mantis would crack the bait bucket and then the grizzly would go over the top. Maybe he did, and I was further down than I thought. Good old Gek. Everybody loves Gek. You just want it to get the free cost on the death card, and you just gotta hope that it happens. The snow line. You know, it's not like that promising, but maybe we'll get something out of it. Alright, oh, so we can get a doubled up thing. You know, the doubled up black goat and cat are kind of humorously not very good. All of these are not very good. Yeah, all these are not very good. This is very good. What? He says, oh no, you can't use that. So I immediately am like, okay, we'll use that. Alright, can we get this done right now? I think so. Yeah. Yep. All you gotta do. Good old Gek. Jargo's fan favorite. Nice. Alright, he says they're plentiful and cheap. Can we get... We're just gonna get rabbit pelts. Because we know in the second phase of this fight coming up, we'll be able to trade them straight across for the thing. So, of course, that's going to inhibit our draw, but hopefully we'll be able to make it work. Alright, so here we will... get this and throw it on the Great White. Making it actually castable. And by castable, I mean, you know, they'll cast it for me. Another death card coming up on the right path, so that'll be good. Oh, they have a 3-power vulture there. Well, I definitely should have done this differently, huh? Oh, I just lost. Awesome. Oh, it gives you one back whenever you go to the new. Alright, so all of these are bad, but Corpse Wraith just comes out for free. Gekod is a free cast, though. Yeah. Old Gecko Water. Gekot. We'll just throw this on the Vampiric and make him more blocky. Oh, right, of course they wouldn't hit the pelt. I think we're about to lose again. I guess we'll use the Jargu. No, we have to wait. Well, that didn't work. Alright, so that doesn't work either. Okay. We'll pass his next turn. And then that'll let us win, right? No, it won't. Man. Because the thing jumped in front of me. Now we still might lose. Even though I tried to cheat 2 different ways. We could still get... Yeah, there we go. That's all we needed. Just a card that we didn't have to pay to cast. Easy. Hate this card, but hey, it could have been a better one. And now we'll have a 2/4 spicy Mantis God with his little green halo and all. Alright, so the jar of goo is over here. I'm going to use it now. Keep sealed. The pain is a barrel. We live after all these years. What do you want? I have very little to live for these days. Could it be? You have the Master's Eye. Is this Magnificus? Can you see me? Can you free me? Ah, it is done. The Master is free. Oh, they must be close now. If Magnificus is free, it must be close. Ah! Watching the Angler lose, that soothes my pain. An old rival of mine, that fisherman. He bested me this time, but I will have another chance. I witnessed the final defeat of Leshy over there. Quite a spectacle. I had no hope that it would bring me freedom. For that to happen, I think you need something special up your sleeve. Alright, well. Good. You're wondering about that painting. I've seen stuff coming out of it. But only if the cards are aligned just right. Sure. Well, at least we can talk to the jar. And now it's time for the Trapper fight. I'm not very confident about it. But we could get it. Oh yeah, Great White might work, right? We might... So we need to hold on to Mantis God. Because you need Mantis God in a space where he can pop traps, but not get trapped himself, right? Right. And we need the pelts. I mean, not particularly. Alright, there's that phase. And now we just need to create a route so the Great White can come in for 4 up the top when we get these 2. And then Mantis God we can play right here and we'll be able to come right across, right? Right. For enough, because he flies. Oh yeah, because he flies. It wouldn't have mattered. Boom, baby. Perhaps one of these will entice you. Ouroboros, really good ability. Checking the ground for traps, you carefully step forth. You close what appear to be the light of the candles in the distance. A moment. Oh, I see you have something special up your sleeve. Fear not, I won't blow your cover. You just need to get a hold of that camera of his. Maybe if you defeated him, you would get a chance. Alright, so here we'll go to try to get Ouroboros on something like Vampiric Grizzly. Oh, we've already done it. Well, then on Gekot, because he's a 3-drop that's free, and that's the most impactful that it could be, right? Is something that we don't have to pay for. Although that does mean we won't be able to get an death card. But hey, we're trying to advance the story, right? Right. Maybe we'll get some good cards from the trial. Just gotta kill the moon, that's all. Sprinter sigil, a pelt. Well, we've got like 3 pelts, right? We've got plenty of airborne stuff too. Well, the pelt would have been a better pull, huh? Huzzah! Eight bones, draw twice, orb Lego. Well, draw twice is where we're going there. Alright, well, let's see if we can deliver. You know, maybe Ouroboros on an item card would be good, though. Especially if you get, like, a 0-drop one. So you could just, like, churn a lot of items. That is interesting. You spend enough time walking. Now sit. No. The end is upon us. I am worried about the amount of punch that we have, but maybe we'll get something good with our double draws. Because we'll get the Great White out pretty early. And the Infinite Gekot. Double draw, and then we can get used to do that to block there, right? Yeah. Yeah, because we didn't want to get anything there, but we get at least a bone, and then we'll come in there. The Great White should clear, right? Yeah, Great White clears. And of course, Gekot's being a total pro comes right back. Man, Ouroboros on a free card is good. Lewis and Bad Frog. Well, they gave a couple of death cards that, you know, Bad Frog was me. It's no worse strat, but it's still Bad Frog. Now he wants to play the last card we play, so we will just play squirrel here. Alright, it's 7 there. Yeah, that's the spread. Will you dare attack the moon? Yeah, I'll probably dare. So that the Mantis gets the triple strike and doesn't send one off to the right. And of course they're all evasive too, which doesn't give it really an opportunity to do much to me here. And if they don't make it happen in one turn, popped. Clean. Do you have any idea the consequences of destroying an astral body? Well, yes, actually, I've seen episodes of Dragon Ball Z, so I would say I know very well the consequences of destroying the moon. You think you're the first person who's tried, Leshy. Finish this. Click. Best of the cabin's inhabitant, you were invited to sit. The great scribe regaled you with his stories. He told you of a world long past, and of how he had conquered it. Of how pure his true intentions were. How he only wished. Enough. Eat. No thanks, once again. It doesn't look awesome. Are you pleased? No. If you don't appreciate it, we can move on. I will not dwell on her rejected gift. Yeah. Right through here. Stand there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Aha! Interesting. Anyway, it looked like the icon, right? And of course that didn't happen. Alright, so we get the achievement for starting a new game. In the beginning, the world did not know cards. That is, until the day the scribes arrived. That one in the bottom left looked very stoat-like, right, with the square head thing going on there. Perhaps those are the other talkers. Grimora used her quill to inscribe the epitaphs of the dead. Lesh used his wildlife camera to capture beasts. Omega 3 used a particle scanner to copy the CPUs of robots. And Magnificus used his brush to paint his wizard pupils. The cards created, the scribes had solidified their power. Yeah, they're the other talking ones, right? Until one day a challenger arrived to replace one of the scribes, because the stunted wolf, that was Magnificus, and then because the stink bugs had morphed over time too. Alright, so we've got a whole different game going on now. Choose a starting deck to mark your ambition. What if we don't? Don't make the magic deck word. I like being the scribe of the dead. That's a good idea. The cards routed to your collection. Oh! How fascinating. How fascinating. Oof, I was just about to call it quits out here. But now there's a challenger in our midst. It's back to work for me. I should be able to get this brig fixed. In full disclosure, it'll take me exactly as long as it takes you to defeat one of these scribes. So come back later. Nice. You hear marvelous. I'm Grimora, scribe of the dead. Until quite recently, I was disgraced. I was returned to my former glory with the help of some unlikely friends. If you wish to test your skills against me, you must first prove your wits. Mrs. Germ Witch Tomb marks the final resting place of my lovely ghouls. You wish to trade? Someone leaves the AC on. Oh, come on, dude. It's freezing in here. Maybe heated battle will help. Oh, no. Oh, something's wrong. It's your deck, or rather, your lack of a valid one. Have to have 20 cards. Slice or limit approaches. Bright air and triggers alarm. You think you will squeeze it to defeat auto me? Oh. Oh, we have to. Oh, we only have 19. Oh, there we go. Gain a bone win. Why do your ace glaze over? You already understand. Yes. Time is an insect was not a total waste. Can't be sacrificed. it's just a skeleton. We lose. Did I win? Looks like it. I mean, barely. Now please look away. Turn your eyes to this card pack instead. We get a deathly card pack with Emerald Mox. Can't be sacrificed? That's not what a Mox does. You see, a Mox is a thing you pay for 0 and sacrifice for 1 mana of that color. And it costs $1,000. It's not a thing you can't sacrifice. But of course this is Emerald Mox, not Mox Emerald, and the rules are different. Ghost Ship. Got a wheel. Called Sawyer. Don't go to get my bones. Sawyer Patel, 1702 to fall of 1778. Sifted through the bones and found a card pack inside. Cool. Oh, Grizzly. Oh, these are the blood. So this is like a whole different economy than ours, which are bone-based. You can pay with more than 20 cards if you like. I guess, you know, not everything's Magic the Gathering, but my Magic principles tell me that you should play with the minimum card deck size allowed. $7 bones for that. When am I ever going to pay that? Brought down by scurvy. You have no offer in? No, I don't. So now I'll be able to counter with my ghost ship someday. Except my gravedigger will eventually die, maybe. No, because the skeletons don't live very long. We just need to stabilize. Yeah, here we go. Now we'll be getting twice as many bones. It's really living. Oh, except it doesn't have anywhere to put the bones. Now we have more than they do, so we'll definitely win. I mean, probably definitely win. Very gradually win. Very, very gradually win. Hey, you beat the pulp out of me. First, did he take you this? Royal, it's the far right tomb. Here's the headpiece. Royal Domingos, 1589 to spring 1632. Hit by a falling piece of ice. There was no cure. Aha! Look, now I got a little hat. Got bones, Scully comes in there. Play a Wheel of Fortune. Second to play another bone generator there, I think. Get to 7, we can play the Hound. now we won't break their little ice cubes. Hooray! You won, but now I'm a bit less cold. Take a pack on the house. Name's Casey. Casey Hobbs. I'm from the tombstone on the left. That was one of the dead cards that's pre-made. I don't really think Mummy Lord's good enough to take. We'll do it for right now, though. The defibrillator failed. That's the way to go. Oh, we were supposed to pay attention to which ones they said they were. Oh, right, I was supposed to listen to all of it. He was brought down by scurvy. Right. Here's a Sawyer who was eaten by a dog. Believe you have proven your wits adequately. Yes. Are you prepared? No? No, I'm not. On guard. I think we just lose. I don't think I have anything. This just doesn't work. Yeah, there's nothing that works. Well, so we can never pay for those. The zombies don't help. And we can never pay for those. And lose again. And I thought that was gonna work. It didn't work. And we lose again. And we lose again. Anyway. Feels like feels like I should have been able to puzzle that through, but guess I'm just bad. Oh well. Interesting, didn't expect a whole second style of game there, but anyway, I reached the limit of times I wanted to fail in a row, so I'm tired of it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll come back and try some more of this some other time when I feel more resilient to failure. I've had my fill. Anyway, see ya. I'll be back later on to stream something else. Maybe something I know how to play. I don't know. Anyway, see you guys. Later, Luke. Thanks for hanging out.